Hi, welcome to the third episode. At the end of this video, you will have learned the 8 foundation qualities of a good salesperson. And I'm pretty confident that all of you and everybody has these qualities in him or her. Hi, my name is Peter, and my intention is to help you as a non-seller, to inspire you to become actually a good seller and use this skill in whatever domain in your life. First quality is the ability to listen. Listening is a very important part of a dialogue, of a conversation. You ask questions and the other person is responding to these questions. And when you are really actively or deep listening to the other person, this means that you let the person finish whatever he or she is saying, and you are not preparing any response in your head based on the things that the other person is saying. When the other person is done with talking, then or you ask another question or you reply on that. A good way to show the buyer or the other person is that you are listening, is that you are writing things down. The second quality is emotional intelligence or empathy or EQ. I find this personally more important than IQ. EQ is actually, or empathy is actually the skill or the quality where you're going to put yourself in the shoes of the other person and you're going to look through her or his eyes and really try to understand the situation, the challenges, the problems, the way they are thinking. And then this can give you a very interesting view on how you can create value for them, because they can look at things quite differently than you are. The third quality is enthusiasm. It will be easier for an enthusiastic person to make a faster connection with the other person. Enthusiasm is actually from Greek and it means God or the Spirit within you. The fourth quality we already touched upon in the previous episode is honesty. For me, a good salesperson is honest for several reasons. When you have been lying to your customer and the customer finds out, of course he or she will not be happy. But first of all, the perceived value of the product or service will be lower than the price they are paying for. Second, your own reputation has been damaged and this can have a big impact on your sales. Why? When you try to contact other persons who are in the network or of the seller of that person, you can be sure that he or she already has mentioned your name in a negative way. The fifth quality is curiosity, and it's about being curious that you are going to ask questions to the other person. You're trying to find out who he or she is as a person, what's driving them, what they're interested in, what their problems, challenges are, and how are they viewing things. At the same time, being curious also means that you are researching, learning about the situation where the other person is in. For instance, this can be that you have been studying the industry where the person is in, or the market, the change of the market where this person is in, their competitors. The sixth quality is flexibility. You cannot control the process, you cannot control the outcome of your customer or prospect. So this means you have to be very flexible when you have a meeting with a certain agenda, that the agenda can change during the meeting because of priorities which have been changed. And this means also that you have to adapt to these changes. The seventh quality is actually for me the most important one, is passion. I mean, all the other qualities for me does not mean anything if you don't have passion. If you don't really believe in yourself, especially not in the services or product that you are selling or the idea that you are selling to the other person. If you don't believe in it yourself in a passionate way, the other person will feel it. And it will be much harder to convince he or she of your story, service, product, the things you are telling them, or the conversation. They will feel that it's like kind of a script that you are reading to them. And the last quality is creativity. This may sound like a strange quality, but actually creativity is also very important as a salesperson. Why? Because as you don't know the person, you don't know the situation, you have to be very creative. Your questions need to be creative. Your answers need to be creative. The solution that you are bringing, because actually you are making a solution based on the product or services what you have, but the solution is actually the thing you have been created especially based on the needs or requirements or wishes or challenges of your prospect. So these are the 8 qualities that I think are very important as a seller. So like I mentioned before, these are qualities that every human person has, and you can work on this. Thanks a lot for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you like it, click the like button below, or even better, click on the subscription knob. I'm looking forward to hearing your comments about the qualities you think that are not in here and that should be in here. Thanks a lot and see you next time. Bye bye.